Wonderful morning to our viewers. It's another Wednesday. You're welcome to the show Atmosphere of Love, brought to you by Glorious Marriage International in conjunction with the Marriage Builders. Welcome as usual. We are here to bring you another episode of a new topic about marriage. So, you're welcome. Sit back and enjoy today's show. And the past weeks, we discussed about settlement in marriage. So, today, we are bringing a new topic quite different from the ones we've discussed in the past episode. So today's topic is states of marriage. I repeat, states of marriage. What state is your marriage in? What state should your marriage be? And what state are you taking your marriage to? If you want to know all about this and more, join us in this show every Wednesday by 10 a.m. You will have and learn more about your marriage, and it will help your marriage to work stronger and to remain firm. I remain Olasumbo, always here with you, and with me I have the counselor and his wife, Pastor LK Ayodele, and Mrs. Eunice Ayodele. You are welcome, ma'am.
Thank you.
You are
Thank
welcome,
you.
Sam.
Thank you.
All right. Straight to the question to start today's episode on state of marriage. It says, considering the state of marriage today, can we say it is still performing its roles as assigned by God? The way the marriage has been in the society today and even in the nation, can we say that marriage is still performing the roles designed by God? Sir, our opinion about the question.
Well, God designed marriage for the society to be populated with people that are responsible. Society where there is no crime, where there is love, where there is progress, where there is unity, where there is security of properties and lives. But looking at the state of nations today, if all over the world we can say with all conviction that marriage has failed. In fact, I can say the failure is so grievous because there are many crimes, even among the children, there are many crimes or corruption at higher level. So it means that no matter the stage we look at it, marriage has failed to perform its desired role or the original primary roles that God created it for.
Hmm. Thank you very much. Ma, we want to know some certain roles that God had assigned marriage for, specifically in this era. We want to know maybe that also will help to shape our marriages in the society to actually achieve the roles God had designed it for.
I could say that God's expectation on marriage as at this time is not being met, in the sense that God wants marriage to be a form of light to the world. He wants the family to be a situation whereby there will be light, there will be love, cooperation, and everything that is good is what God designed for marriage. But alas, darkness have, in fact, has really overshadowed the institution. And wherever there is darkness, it is not easy to really bring out what God wants from that situation. For example, husband and wife, they do not open up to themselves. Father and children, they are in a situation whereby even the father can sell the children for money. The mother can use the child of her own even for money ritual, friends are not, opening up to themselves. They deny themselves, they betray themselves, a lot of atrocities in the system. And so when we say what are we really
mm,
up to, I see loom even in the institution if care is not taken, because we need to go to the foundation, how God wants marriage to be. God designed marriage to be a situation whereby everybody will perform his or her own assignment, his or her own responsibility out of sheer love, not give and take. But when the husband is expecting the wife to do her bit,
mm,
but he fails to contribute uh, his own lot, then there won't be trust, there won't be love, there won't be cooperation, the loyalty will not be there, and the example such couple will give to the children
mm,
is what they will follow. When husband and wife are fighting, the children will take to that. When they are in disagreement or misunderstanding all the time, those the children they are bearing will take it up. Like a child that will say, I know my father, he doesn't take that nonsense from my mommy,
mhm,
and then he's doing the same thing to the wife, to his own wife. That is to let us know that this generation is breeding the generation that will even be worse than what we are experiencing now.
mm.
Thank
Thank you very much. May God help us. Now,
Amen.
what can we say? What are those things responsible for instability in marriages today?
Anyway, when we talk of instability, it's in our hands. God will not come from heaven to come and stabilize us.
Mm-hmm,
We have our own part to play. For example, husband and wife, they want peace for themselves. They now have to decide
mm,
to operate in love and to operate peacefully. When your wife offends you as the husband, you have the that intention to know that this woman could not have done this to me under normal condition.
mm,
Instead of you taking offense, draw the wife to yourself, ask questions lovingly, not in not in the spirit of fighting or striving or wrath. Then if the woman too is with her right sense, then he too will be able to answer in love. It is because you have done this.
mm-hmm.
That is the reason why I reacted
Just
like this.
way.
Then the two of them, in fact, in most cases, it will end in laughing matter. They will just laugh the issue off where there is love. But when the husband is trying to win, to be bossy, and the wife is not ready to submit and is also on her own side to win, then they will not be able to work together, because they think that whosoever wins
Mm,
has the glory,
the edge.
not together. Therefore, if we really want to correct these anomalies, we need to make sure that couples see themselves as a team together. Whatever we are doing, we are winning together.
Together.
And if we lose together. We are in it together.
Mm,
And the children will see the picture that the family are portraying, and then they will be able to follow suit.
mm.
Otherwise, if it is I'm on my own, you are on your own, then the children too will take that pattern, and then we will continue breeding evil
Hmm.
generation.
Oh, thank you very much. So it shows that our stability lies in our teamwork, knowing that together everyone achieves more. So when we are together, then it brings about stability in the home and in the marriage as it should be. Now, sir, why are the youths, or what makes the youth run away from marriage nowadays?
That's a good question. I would say that the youth of today, they are not seeing the good side of marriage,
Mm,
because right from their own homes, their parents are not happily living. All the time fighting, cheating, and so on and so forth. They are not happy with the state of the marriages of their parents.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Now, the question before the blackout was, why are the youths running away from marriages nowadays? So that's what we were explaining before we had the blackout. Welcome back. So, sir.
I was saying that the youth are running away from marriage because what they are seeing in the lives, in the marriages of their own parents, of their own friends, or any other person that have married, they are not appealing to them.
Mm.
Sometimes a lady told us, Daddy and Mommy, I didn't want to marry. We asked her why. She said, the way my sister, my brother-in-law are really handling their marriage, I don't think I would like to marry.
Mm.
The brother-in-law will beat her sister. I now think that that is how every wife is being beaten in marriage. So because of fear of being beaten, she said, I don't want to marry. Then we have to first tell her that that is one marriage she has seen.
Mm.
That all marriages are not like that. And we now told her that she can have a happy home if she can pick the right partner. Do you know that at the end of the day, she upload that idea from her mind. And at the end of the day, she married. And today she's happily married.
Mm.
Assuming she's not open up to us, she may be running away from marriage. That is point number one. Then point number two, youth of today, they are running from marriage because they don't want to accept responsibilities.
Mm.
They want to be floating around there with ladies, with anyone they want. They don't want to settle down with a lady. For example, somebody told us in the past, I want to have children, but I don't want wife. This fellow had about 4 children from different mothers, but the person today has become a minister of God and he has married. So you can begin to see. Then another thing is that because of the situation in town, financial distress
Mm.
is a problem. For example, a graduate of 10 years in town still roaming about the street, or a graduate earning
Peanut.
maybe 10,000 per month. How will he marry and really have a happy home?
Mm.
All these things are threatening the youth of today from marriage. But I would like to say and advise the youth that have this mind that first pray, pick your right partner,
Partner.
marry according to the will of God. If you marry a right partner and the one that God designed for you, I've seen many marriages that are very successful because when the two of them come together, their luck, their stars work together and they began to make it in life. So do not fear any situation. Go into marriage or marry somebody that will be your right wife, a right partner that can be a partner with you to form a happy, progressive a successful marriage.
Thank you very, very much for that wonderful advice. It's a, a very great one this morning. Now to wrap it up, the question says, what is why is it difficult for spouse to keep the temple of their love in courtship when they marry? So the question to wrap it up for today's program says, why is it difficult for spouse to keep the temple of their love in courtship when they marry? Man.
When people are in courtship, there are a lot of dreams and imaginations, expectations that, you know, they will be thinking they are going into the moon.
Mm.
And that is, maybe that's the essence of what they do after wedding,
Honeymoon.
honeymoon. But by the time they now enter into the honey and the moon, then there will be another reality
Mm.
contrary to the expectation. And this makes the whole scenario, what? What is this? This is not what I know I dreamt of. This is not my expectation. And this will bring a situation whereby they will not be able to cope. For instance, somebody that is in courtship that wakes up in the morning, dress up, maybe he's going to visit the would-be husband, neat and gay, deck herself, got there. The husband will not know the content.
Mhm.
It's only the outward something. But by the time they sleep together and wake together with what is going on? You see this man, you see this man. The reality will now be shown. And then you say, so this is the type of person I
Hmm.
marry. Therefore, the dream will now be an illusion that
Hmm.
will never come to stay. Somebody that always come to the husband during courtship with wig on, and now he has to sew the bare head. Possibly the lady is bad in the center of the head. Say what? Or somebody that will make up the face with what do they call it?
Powder foundation.
The foundation something whenever she's coming. Now she wakes up from the sleep and you see, is this the complexion of my wife's face? Also, the husband always put on a very neat shirt, and then you now see that there is a very big scar by the
Hmm.
tummy, or the size of the buttocks. One is bigger than the other, and
Hmm.
then you begin to see the nakedness of yourself, and then all the hidden things will now be exposed. And number one, when it is not a true love, then it's something we just
Calm
didn't do
down.
and go
Hmm.
down immediately. And to bring it up will not be the
Yes.
same. But when there is sincere love, I love you as you are, and whatever that is in my context, the box that I'm buying, whatever is in, I'm ready for it. There won't be any, if there's any scar, any mark, any behavior that is unruly, that you begin to patch yourself up because you are not from the same background. And then in love, you tutor yourself together. But once the expectation is not met and you now say, I'm not interested, then infidelity will come in. The husband will look for another person,
Mhm.
somebody that you have been holding in the, when you go for picnic and whatever, you hold yourself and run around. There is no time for that. The wife will go to her office, the husband will go to his working place. Possibly the woman is now pregnant and is now showing this early sickness, early morning
Morning
sickness,
sickness.
and then it is vomiting here and there. What is all this nonsense? Then the man will be put off. But if you know what is coming to you, and you want to be responsible, as they always call those who are married, then you will be responsible indeed, and everything will with time you begin to rub yourself together, sleep together, eat together, bathe together, work together, and the love will begin to grow. The genuine one this time,
Mm.
not the romantic one outside. The genuine love will begin to grow, even with not minding the excesses, the lack, or the hidden things that are now exposed. And that will make them to stabilize,
Mm.
and things will work out, and then they begin to enjoy themselves.
Thank you very much. So that brings us to the end of today's episode on state of marriage. All right, before we go, here is the tip of the day. Spouses are meant to enjoy their marriages, but there are certain sacrifices to make to enjoy marriage. I repeat, spouses are meant to enjoy their marriages, but there are certain sacrifices to make to enjoy their marriages. Make it a date with us next week. Then we will learn about the sacrifices that is necessary and needed to make in order for us or spouse to enjoy their marriages. Make it a day with us next week Wednesday by 10 a.m. on Atmosphere of Love. You can contact us via this number 08033070986. I repeat 08033070986. And you can reach us via all other handles, all our Facebook, our WhatsApp, Instagram, other handles. You can also reach us there. See you same time next week. Have a wonderful week ahead. Thank you.